now, live via Zoom, is Madison County Probate Judge Frank Barger. Judge Barger, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you both. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming back on the program. We know the state has loosened requirements for voting absentee because of the coronavirus threat. How active has the absentee voting process been so far? What are you seeing?
Well, in-person voting at the absentee office has averaged about a couple hundred voters per day yesterday and Wednesday, so it's been quite active. We're very pleased with the activity we've had.
Judge, any idea of how many voters, the percentage of voters will actually be voting absentee this year?
Don't. It's very hard to predict. I will tell you that in a typical presidential cycle, we will see about 10,000 absentee votes. A couple of weeks ago, we had already received 7,000 applications for absentee votes. So I think we're going to have historic turnout for the absentee process, not only in Madison County, but the entire state. Of course, that's reflective of COVID-19.
Judge Barger, for those who want to vote absentee this year, what are the major things that these voters need to know and have available when they choose this process?
Well, number one, don't wait until the last minute. Request your ballot now so that it can be mailed to you. Of course, you have until October the 29th to do that, but do it as soon as possible. Number two, read everything very carefully. Look at the application instructions. Look at the instructions when you receive your ballot. Follow those carefully. And know this, all persons in Alabama can choose to vote an absentee based on the current state of emergency we have by simply checking the second box, which says you are voting due to the concern of contracting or the spreading of COVID-19. It's the second box on the application. It's the second box when you choose to vote absentee, and so you can certainly do that without any limitations in this season we're experiencing.
Absolutely, and a great point that you make there. Judge, let's make this very, very clear for voters out there who may be concerned with all the news stories about mail-in voting across the country. Here in Alabama, explain how you can vote by mail through the absentee process.
Well, you submit your application,
Yep.
A ballot is returned to you by mail, all of the instructions are included, and then you return that ballot by mail in a sealed envelope. That sealed envelope is received by our absentee election manager, which is Deborah Kaiser, our clerk of court. And then on election day, that ballot is removed from the secrecy envelope that you've returned it in, and it is tabulated. They start that process at noon on election day, and they canvass and tabulate every single ballot that has been received. You must postmark or hand deliver that ballot by the 2nd, which is the day before the election. So you might wonder, how do you address those ballots that are received after Election Day? Well, a week away from the election, the Tuesday following the election, we canvass provisional ballots. And so during that week between the election and the provisional canvass, any ballot that is received that is postmarked by the 2nd will be counted when we do the provisional canvass. So every opportunity that we possibly have to count a absentee ballot is going to be taken.
Every vote will count. That's the bottom line. Hey, Madison
Please
County.
know that.
Yes, that's an excellent point. Madison County Probate Judge Frank Barger, again, thanks so much for joining. Some great information you passed along this morning.
Thank you both. Have a great day.
Absolutely. Thank you. We look forward to having you back on. It is 6:10 right now on your Friday morning.